Hey everybody, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing good. I am doing just great. So a couple little corrections that I gotta make from my video short. One of the things is that the color of the lettering is not pink. I know it's showing up pink on the video and even in a photo. Looks a little bit pinkish, but it's not pink. Somebody said in one of the comments that I should have used the purple color that was it on the Masters of Reality, I think it was the album. I probably could have, but the one thing I wanted to do is I wanted the lettering to kind of stick out a little bit and not be drowned by the black as far as the color that I chose for the paint in the background. Another thing is that I said date of death on the year of his birth and the year of his passing. So that's kind of, a little mistake that I made. So I'm kind of feeling, pretty old right now. A lot of our icons as far as musicians go, singers and whatnot, are all passing away. We lost Eddie Van Halen, Ronnie James Dio, Lemmy, now Ozzy Osbourne. I'm sure there's a lot of more that I probably didn't mention, but we still have the Rolling Stones, right? So what I'm doing right now is kind of working a little bit on getting rid of all of these low spots between the high spots of all of the decals that I put on here. Now, these are not like sticky decals or stickers or something like that. This is water slides that I end up putting on here. So they do have a little bit of a line around them between transition between the overlapping of the decal or water transfer and then on top of the finish itself, and that's going to give me kind of like some hard lines or a little bit lighter lines. And once you put the clear on there, it kind of drowns them out a little bit, but you still have that step. So every time you do another clear coat on top of that, you're still going to have that step up from the actual body to the water slide decal. It's always going to be there until you sand it out and then hit it again with some clear, and then everything will be looking all smooth. So you can kind of see where all the shiny spots are. I have my LED lights that are above my shelf or under my shelf turned on, so I can see them a lot better. And you can kind of see where some of the outline of the decals are and whatnot. This area over here I got pretty good. There's a little bit here I got to sand out, a little bit over here I got to sand out. Some of these little like orange peel marks that like over here, some orange peel marks, a couple of spots over here, that I'm not worried about, because when I go ahead and put the clear on here again, it's going to kind of fill in all that. When I do the wet sanding before buffing, all that will be gone. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up getting rid of all of this shiny and smoothing it out, getting it all level. So what I'm doing is I like to use 1500 or 1000 grit sandpaper to do what I'm doing here. The reason being is that, well, if I go with a next coat of clear on top of this, it'll still give it something to stick to, for the clear to stick to. Also, I have more control over how much I'm cutting, so I don't cut through the clear into the finish or into one of these water slides. And I only got like 3 coats of clear on here, so it's not like I got it really built up, so I got to be careful of how much I sand. If I go with 800 grit, it makes it that much better for the next coat of clear to stick on, but it's more aggressive and very, very easy to cut through the clear into the finish or into one of these water slides. So 1500 or 1000 is what I use. And I'm going to go ahead and start sanding this back a little bit to get rid of all these hard lines and shiny spots. I'm kind of staying a little bit away from all the holes that are pre-drilled into the body. The reason being is I don't want any swelling to happen. So I'm not using like soaking this thing with a lot of water. All right, so right now, as it sits, all I have to do is sand the sides and the back using the block, and this will be ready for its last coats of clear. All of the little shiny spots that I see here and there, I'm not worried about that because it'll all be filled in with the clear after I get done putting the last coats on there. The back of this thing and the sides, well, got a little bit of orange peel in there, got a little bit of some of the grain that it kind of shrunk into a little bit, so I want to sand most of that out and get rid of it, so I want the back to be nice and smooth. So the back is a transparent red, same with the sides, and that's the stock color for this body. Now you can see that this is one, two, I want to say two pieces of wood. One, two, yeah, this is two pieces of wood with the bottom part over here and a little bit right here being the second piece, and most of this is a one-piece body. So that's kind of nice. You know, there's no line going down the middle of, you know, being glued together, or have three different sections. So they kind of made it to look like it's got a nice back on it with the wood grain following it, exception of this piece over here, which is a little bit different, actually a lot different. It's a little bit darker in color as well, but that's the back. You ain't gonna really see it too much, but I do want this back to be sanded really nice, really flat, and to have a nice surface for the last coats of clear. The spot right over here is where they hooked it, and there's a little bit of, you can see the hook mark over here, so I could see that when this was stained, this is actually sprayed, not like stained and then wiped on, wipe off, whatever you want to call it. So there's a hook right over here, and then it had a flat finish on it. This looks a hell of a lot better with a clear coat on it than flat. So I'm gonna get into that right now, and same thing, block sanding. Alright, so I got the last coats of clear on it. See that black diamond in the background? All I have to do now is just do a little bit of a level sanding on it. A little bit of orange peel. Go around the back. That came out real nice. Headstock. That's what I put on the headstock. And then I got that on the back of the headstock. I'm out of my logo stickers, so couldn't put my logo sticker on there. But yeah, sorry about being upside down. But I think it came out pretty good. In a couple days, do some wet sanding and buffer out.